Is this thing on? I think so. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to finally be recording content. This is the very first video I've ever done, so we'll see how this goes. Today we're going to be talking about 2018 and what it has taught me. So I've been saying I wanted to record videos all year and I never did. So for my first video, I thought it would be perfect to talk about 2018 and what I have learned from this year. So here are the top 5 things that I've learned in 2018. Number 5, there is no better time than right now. I feel like my entire life I've been the worst procrastinator ever, especially this year. Like, I think it's just easy to say, oh, I'll do that later. Yeah, some other time I'll do that. No, this year has taught me there's absolutely no better time than right now to do anything. It doesn't matter whether it's going back to school, applying for that job, chasing that dream. Go for it. This was the year that I finally went after my modeling dream. I wanted to model my entire life, and it took me until I was 22 to finally start chasing after that. And I've been doing really well in it, and it's been awesome. And I've met some of my best friends through modeling. We've also started our photography business. I wanted to do photography my entire life. And then on top of that, this channel right now. Like, I've wanted to do YouTube forever, and I'm finally doing that. So I don't know how else to say it. Like, life is way too short to sit around waiting on the perfect time. There is never a perfect time. The time is right now. Like Nike, just do it. Number 4, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. If you know me personally, you know that this year has been the worst year ever. It's just been an overall struggle. I lost both of my grandpas. I was diagnosed with 3 different autoimmune diseases. Just overall, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, my entire life in general just came crumbling to the ground. I felt like I had absolutely no way out. And I overall just hit rock bottom. Like, the lowest point I've ever been at in my life. And finally I came to my senses and realized that there was hope and that I was going to get through it. And when I finally had that mindset, I realized that life was going to get better. There are people out there that love you and will encourage you and support you and help you to get to a place where you don't feel so hopeless. So if you ever get to that point, please reach out to somebody. This actually brings me to my next point. Number 3, mental health is so important. To be honest, counseling has saved me. I was the person who did not want to sit down and talk to anybody. I thought I could do it all myself, which is a complete lie. Shout out to Bob Clifton, you're the GOAT. You've helped me so much, and I really appreciate it. I truly think that even if you have it all together, that you should go to counseling. It's really helped me overall. If you have the mindset that you can deal with all of your problems on your own, you're wrong. Trust me. Eventually you will become exhausted, and that's when you get to rock bottom. So before you get there, take care of your mental health. Love on yourself in multiple ways. Get rest. Read. Eat healthy foods, which I need to work on. Basically, your mental health is just as important as your physical health, and I think we forget that. I forgot that myself. Honesty is the key to intimacy. But when you finally come to terms with the reality of your situation and you're able to open up to other people and be honest with yourself, that's when things start looking up. Side note, you absolutely never know what someone else is going through. I can't make that point more clear. Social media only shows you so much. Nobody shows their worst moments. And I can honestly say I was having some of my worst days, and there were people who were just so kind and so loving to me, and it completely turned my day around. And then on the other hand, I had people who completely tore me down and broke my heart, and it just shoved me further down in my hole. So I guess my side note point is be kind to other people, because you absolutely never know what someone else is going through. Number 2, toxic people are everywhere. I've spent far too much time trying to please other people and make people like me and feel accepted, and I just end up getting burned at the end of the day. So I finally come to the conclusion that if you aren't here to encourage me and to watch me succeed, and you're just complaining and bringing me down all the time, you gotta go. There's going to be toxic people everywhere, whether they're even in your family, next door, down the street. You're gonna always run into them at Walmart, always. Whether they're on your social media feed, they're literally everywhere. There's no way to avoid them, but you don't have to entertain them. Living for approval and the acceptance of others is no way to live your life. Sometimes it hurts when you finally have to get to that point, but if someone's constantly making you feel terrible and tearing you down all the time, and if they're just overall upsetting you constantly and they're not bringing any type of positive to your life, it's time to cut them off. And there's nothing mean about that. You just have to understand your self-worth, add tax to that, and never accept anything less. Number 1, find your tribe and love them well. I've always been a firm believer in the saying, you are who you hang out with. And this year that has proven to be true. And I think that it's important to make sure that you find your tribe of people. I want the people around me to love me, to pray with me, to pray for me, and to just build me up overall. Relationships are either growing or they're dying, and if the people you're hanging out with aren't encouraging you to be better, then you probably should reevaluate the friendship. Your friend should love you enough to correct you when you're wrong, but also stick with you through life no matter what you may be going through at the time. Shout out to my friends who've stuck with me through this crazy year, and shout out to the new friends that I've made who've just been there to scoop me up and to love on me and to encourage me. Shout out to my husband who's pointing to himself right now over there. No, but for real, shout out to him. He's really been an encouragement in my life overall, always, but especially this year. Yeah, just overall, shout out to my tribe. If you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. You guys can expect more content to be uploaded on this channel. 2019 is my year. It's going to be the year to make things happen and love on everybody around us. Since I'm going to be making a lot more content this year, you guys should definitely subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below what you guys learned from 2018. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next video.